Hello, and welcome to this episode of Doug Does It. Today, we'll be replacing steering couplers on a 1984 Volkswagen Vanagon. We're going to need a couple of tools for this 19mm socket. We'll get the spare tire down. I believe it's going to be 13mm wrenches, which we're going to need to take the bolts out of the steering coupler. This van has a manual steering rack, and I think the power steering only has 2 of these couplers, where this one has 3. In a previous episode, we replaced this steering coupler. One had on side of the road, and that was exciting. And then you follow that shaft, there's another one up in there. We'll be replacing that one today. The part number for this from Van Cafe says 07924. It replaces this number 251419 417B. Looks like this. 2 bolts end up going into here. 2 bolts will end up going into here, and it'll end up connecting 2 different pieces so that when you turn, you can actually turn. So it hooks onto the steering system, and I turn the steering wheel, and these have gotten worn over time. We'll take some video of the old ones when we take them out, and you'll see how they are worn. I don't know if it's because I have bigger tires now, if they took a beating, or if they just average last only a couple of years. So you might want to check yours. Be dangerous if they break. Now if you look closely, there's a crack in the side here. I guess if that lets go, we turn the steering wheel and the wheels don't turn. In order to gain better access, I'm going to remove the windshield wiper fluid bottle. 3 10mm bolts. Basically what we're going to be doing is just removing these 4 bolts, these 4 nuts. The damage here is quite extensive, and the symptom was soft steering, you know, just you turn and it's loose and it's floaty. So here's a new one. You can see there's none of that. Doesn't wobble, doesn't move. It's sturdy this way. This one here has been through the ringer. Floppy, moves around. So give this a go and see how we feel, but a lot more safer now. So something that I did notice about putting it back together is it's a lot easier when you have all 4 bolts in the holes. You could turn the steering and get the access point to be the bottom bolt. So the third coupler in the system is reached from inside the van. And it's just at the bottom of the steering column under here. This one actually looks like it's in decent shape. It doesn't have a lot of flex to it. The only real trick to replacing this one is that the horn wire runs down through the center of this shaft and then through the center of the new steering coupler.